away from everyone, that so we can just focus on each other. That's a new thing. Generally,
Mm-hmm.
we're with other, extended family, and that's wonderful. And I do cherish that time as well. But I just feel like I really want this time for my husband and I to be able to uh, just have this individual focus time on the kids. Because with other family, you can get they're older
Mm-hmm.
and they might want to do other things that I don't, which is awesome. We just love and cherish. But they may be things that we can't take the kids to.
Right.
And so this is great time that we can do with them that's, you know, more engaging
Mm-hmm.
with them.
Wow, that's
So
that's awesome.
yeah, and honestly, they're very excited about it. I am so excited that they're excited that they actually are okay with turning their phones off and just having this time and getting out to the country.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what kid wants to get out to the country? But it's exciting. It
Can
is.
I go with you?
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
thank you. I'm part of your family anyway. I'm gonna be right there in the car with you. I think that is awesome, Robin, and I thank you again for sharing. I know it's been very difficult road for you and your family and stuff, but you know what? You've shown yourself to be a very determined person, wanting to maintain the closeness of your family, which seemed to be important and vital to you, and that's a good thing to have that. Is there anything that you would like to share to the audience? Just give them a tip or something to help them to look at where they are, maybe to just slow down, or something that you taken on for your own self and say, hey, you know what, I want to pass this to you, do this for, or some kind of suggestion or anything.
My suggestion would be to really, when the children are younger, to really have more control over the electronics. We didn't allow our children to have a cell phone until they were in middle school, and for the reason that it is, it just takes away from personal relationships.
Mm-hmm.
I I now kind of wish that I had done a little bit more, but that would just be my own suggestion. Would be to limit the electronics and stay more in touch with the kids. It's frustrating. I see my older ones on the phone all the time, and it I just worry about this generation being so much involved on the phones that they lose that personal one-on-one face-to-face relationship
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and dealing with problems and stuff via text
Mm-hmm.
is just not, or whatever else they tweet or it's all beyond me. So and of course it's always important. I always had my kids were always great with nap time. I had a routine nap time when they were growing up, and you need that. They need that. That's some alone time that you can grab if you don't have the daytime
Mm-hmm.
without them. But that's, we do need to take time for ourselves, and if you can just get an hour here or there, that's more than you had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking of you remind me of my parents when I was growing up. We ate together, we spent time together. Well, during that time, we had like a little flip phone, and we had like the beepers.
Yep.
But the whole concept of having a balanced life is really taking the time to be there for your family, you know, and for it to balance your family. You know, it's not just you wanting your family to be there, but you want them, am I right, to be able to balance what they're doing.
Yes. Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And be able to understand that, hey, it's not all about technology, because we live in a technology world now anyway. But I believe I agree with you that technology it's just taken over. Kind of like it's substituting the human connection, because we're so caught up in the cell phone and things like that, to where we lose that one-on-one communication that you seem to be grabbing a hold of and bringing back into your family, and realizing, no, this is what we need in order for us to survive and to thrive and to be all that you can be.
Yes, because we only live once, and I am very blessed to have the most beautiful children, and I don't take a minute of that for granted, as well as my time with my husband. Mm-hmm. So that should never be taken for granted, and we really, I mean, it flies by so fast that we really need to grasp each moment that we have with them and cherish it. Life is too short.
Yeah, yeah. Because I know that one of Tommy's favorite sports is golf. And
Yep.
And I hear him sometimes, when he's talking to me, well, Robin is out there, Robin beat me, or Robin knew this, or Robin that. So how do you feel about being out there?
Beating him?
Yeah.
That feels great. That feels great. We're pretty competitive, and I never, ever thought that I would be one to ever play golf. I used to laugh at people, oh, who would enjoy that? It's just old people, but I am getting old. But we enjoy it, and it is very competitive between he and I. And, well, I have won most of the games, but recently he's been doing better than me, so I'm happy for him. And it's all about my personal game anyways.
That's right. Would it also give you time to spend with him?
It
you
does.
know, that drawing him away from everything else that he's, conscious of, or he's mindful of, because he could be so mindful of work all the time, but he found something that he loved, and you joined in with him instead of complaining about it. Like, why are you there? You need, stay at home or whatever. You joined in with him to enjoy the game, but also you look at it as your time, your own personal time that I get to spend with my husband, and I have him, and we can laugh and we can talk about anything.
It is fun, and again, it has that competitive edge that gets us laughing, and it's just been a really neat pastime for us. We've been doing it for about a year now, and it's neat. I'm missing my babies as they grow up, but at the same time, we're just redefining who we are, and we've found this golf, and that's neat. And we also do some RVing by ourselves on occasion, and that's really neat. Mm-hmm. Of course, you have that pull of the guilt because I'm losing a little bit of time with my kids, but I think I'm able to give them more of me, and learning that balance, and starting this new chapter of our lives.
I think you said that perfectly. New chapter.
Yeah. And
Lord
knows it's a book.
You're too funny. But I love you, girl. You're just awesome.
I love you too.
You're awesome. Y'all are the most awesome people I have ever met, and y'all are beautiful, beautiful heart, beautiful family. Thank you. And I just thank you so much for coming on, wanting to share about your personal life and what you've been going through, what you've been through, and where you are, and redefining your life. And so that is really awesome, Robin. I'm very happy that you're finding a balance in your family.
Thank you. Well, I'm not perfect, and I appreciate everything that you say. And you too are a beautiful woman and a dear friend of ours. And we don't take that for granted either. But I am far from a perfect mother or perfect wife, but I like to think that I learned something along the way and keep plugging.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's what makes you you, is because even though you recognize that I'm not perfect, you recognize the imperfections in our lives and stuff, but you don't stay there. You keep pressing and saying, okay, how can I make it better? How can I enjoy the journey with my family instead of dredging it, because some families dredge being with them, some couples dredge going home, or being with their kids. They wish their kids was gone or whatever the case may be, but you have hooked into that joy and that passion to love your family and want to be a part of everything that they do.
I absolutely do. I do laugh a lot. I laugh a lot at myself. Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Well, laughter is as medicine. That's what they say. So
absolutely.
So that's good. I'm glad you're getting a good dose of what you deserve, and and you're doing good things for your with your family and in the community as well, because I know they do a lot of community outreach and stuff like that, and you're just making it happen for a lot of people. And I just want to again thank you for coming on to Live with Necee. And I want to leave my audience with this word of encouragement for you. And it says, a wise woman builds her house, and with her hands the foolish woman tears it down. That's in Proverbs 14:1. So as we close the day, consider yourself as a wise woman and build your house. And I just want to thank you for tuning in to TNR radio station. And thank you again. God bless.